Welcome to the online graduate practicum forum for spring 2019. My name is Erika Johns, your presenter. I am a graduate student in the Master of Arts in Interdisciplinary Studies program in the Department of Occupational Workforce and Leadership Studies. The title of my practicum is Leadership in Project Management, from the public to the private sector. The purpose of my practicum was to gain experience in the private sector and to get a better sense of project management to see if this was a good fit for my future career in leadership. Based on this, I did my practicum at Deloitte Consulting, LLC, based out of Detroit, Michigan. One of my objectives was to expand my cross-cultural global awareness. Here, my activities included engagements with clients, multicultural events, and discussions. Another objective was intellectual development. Here, my activities included project lead activities for one of our major clients. I was a part of the business readiness team and a lead in a new project initiative. My third objective was career exploration. During my practicum, my activities included trainings in project management, JIRA and JAMA, attending conferences and engaging with peers on their career with Deloitte and exploring other areas within the company. These objectives contributed to my career goals by taking my previous experience as a former state employee into the public sector to a new world in the private sector by becoming efficient in the two. I want to share with you 3 short stories about my experiences during my practicum. Some of the best times were had during our client engagements. Although everyone knew me as a shy girl, it wasn't until, that's right, karaoke time, when this shy girl came out of her shell. I sang a couple of songs that evening and everyone still raves about it. I loved being able to connect with clients and my peers through one of my favorite hidden talents. Do you know about Diwali? Diwali is known as the Festival of Lights in India that extends for a short period of time. For Deloitte, we had one night dedicated to this spectacular event. There was wonderful Indian cuisine, mingling, and entertainment that celebrated the Indian culture with all staff and clients. Now let's get back to business. I enjoyed having this opportunity to prove that through hard work and dedication, I could advance in my career by having supportive leadership willing to develop my skills in project management. There are still other aspects of my practicum I believe will interest you, and I have some great news to share, so please keep watching. During my practicum, I engaged in my intellectual development to augment my practicum experience. There were several articles in literature that greatly contributed to my intellectual growth. I would like to share with you 2 articles that were relevant to my practicum experience. The first article is entitled Open-Mindedness, an Intellectual Virtue in the Pursuit of Knowledge and Understanding. This is a resource that I found very interesting. This article reveals the connection between open-mindedness and knowledge. This is a virtue that is necessary for growth. Another reference used in this article is intellectual courage and diligence. These virtues contribute to learning growth as well. The second article is entitled Toward Graduateness, Exploring Academic Intellectual Development in University Master Students, that shares information on graduate students and their intellectual development. I found that the information shared was relevant to my life as a graduate student. The studies evaluate the level of knowledge incurred from graduation. It measures the level of performance in graduate school and the knowledge obtained. The 3 domains measured are reflective thinking, moral citizenship, as well as scholarship. The article discusses these domains in detail and provides the results of growth in the reflective thinking and scholarship during the graduate studies. Based on these insights, these 2 articles help me further my understanding of how to gain the best learning experience in my practicum. I want to share with you what I learned during the practicum about myself within the context of strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. Strengths: I am an experienced worker. When I graduated back in 2009, I immediately started with the state of Texas and worked there for 8.5 years. During that time, I gained a wealth of knowledge in social services, from eligibility services, child protective services, and budget and finance. This knowledge definitely made me an asset to my project. Weaknesses? Shy girl. Being shy was one of my biggest weaknesses. I think being in a totally different place and in a different field completely exacerbated this flaw. But over time, I learned that I didn't have to be shy. I could speak with confidence because I have the experience and knowledge to back it up. Opportunities? Well, that came with building networks. By working with clients and engaging with other activities with my peers and other leaders within the company. Threats. Well, a few threats came into play. First of all, my project terminated. Before I could even start the second half of my practicum, the project ended earlier than expected. So while that meant I no longer had a full-time job, it also put a huge burden on my shoulders to find out how I would still be able to finish my practicum and stay gainfully employed. That's where networking come into play. I worked with many of my peers, and each one could tell you how hard I worked and would share their appreciation for the work that I contributed. With that being said, I was able to continue as a contractor in another position for my full-time work and was able to continue my project management activities as planned. It's a boy. No way, it's not me. My site supervisor has been out on maternity leave during the second half of my practicum, but I'm thankful that I have other supportive leadership that was able to ensure that the completion of my practicum activities. Life happens. During my practicum, there was a period of time where I wasn't sure if I could continue with my studies. My father fell ill and I had to take FMLA from work and cut back on my school hours in order to care for him. Things were very difficult, and life became a balancing act with other challenges along the way. Needless to say, I persevered with supportive professors, family, and friends. Based on these insights, the main takeaway I learned about myself from the practicum is to never doubt my abilities and to not get discouraged. So, will there be a future career in project management? Absolutely. I plan to continue my career growth by engaging in project management activities as well as obtaining my PMP certification sometime after graduation. Before beginning my path towards a successful career by pursuing my degree, I felt my career was stagnant. I had so much knowledge and experience, yet I was going nowhere. Now, nearing the completion of my practicum, I have a new outlook on my future. I know that anything is achievable if you keep pushing forward, even when life experiences get in your way. In light of my shyness in the beginning, I was able to gain confidence from my practicum experience in my ability to lead. I feel that after completing my practicum, I have the experience that will accelerate my career in a positive way. After starting with the company as a contractor, I am excited to announce that I was offered a position with the company. This turned out to be the best opportunity I could have ever asked for. My hard work has definitely paid off. On the YouTube page below, please indicate your anonymous preference for this practicum by clicking on one of these two icons. Also, please post your comments or questions in the YouTube comment sections below. I will respond to your inquiries posted between April 1st and 12th through this webpage. Thank you for watching my video presentation here on the YouTube Owls channel.